I have spent, let's see, I started about 11:15 this morning. Started taking my Vstar apart. I'll show right there. And I ended up about 3:30, 3:45, somewhere in there, getting this thing all back together. My gosh, that took a while. The reason being is because I wired in the auxiliary box here. It's got its own power switch and all. I've had that on the Kawasaki Vulcan 500, and I finally decided to put it on this. And my mount for my cell phone. I put the windscreen back on. Also put on the auxiliary running lights and the hard bags, which I will show you, and my new actual crash guard. I can't see it from here, but I'll do a walk around here in a minute and show all that. And I got all that put on. Land sakes almighty. The biggest thing, it's not that any one part of it was difficult. It's, my gosh, the darn bolt head stripped out. Them stupid Allen head bolts. I usually love Allen head bolts, but them suckers was stripped out. Some of them were just flat out froze into the place where they'd rusted in. Mother Nature's Loctite. And this thing has got some kind of wonky battery on it. And the batteries I buy from Deca, when I buy them, usually I use a Deca battery or a Power Sport battery. Super Sport, Power Sport, whatever they call it, comes from O'Reilly. And those batteries, the little nut is made into the terminal itself, and on those, the nut's like made into that the terminal. With this one having them little stupid tiny little square nuts, or rectangular nuts, ended up having to shove cardboard under it and behind it to hold it up enough to where I could get the bolt started. That's the dumbest damn design I have ever seen. Anyway, I hope y'all can hear all of this because I have moved the microphone, and the reason why I did this was in the last video that I had shot with the Smyrna Cowboy. I never really thought about it. I knew that, like when I run with Talk Girl up there in Gatlinburg, I knew that you couldn't hear their voices because a Prism tube does not Bluetooth. It doesn't sync in. And then when I rode with Smyrna Cowboy, I knew going into that it wasn't going to work. But then I had this epiphany. After I done got back from that ride, I thought, what if we put the microphone off of the Prism tube right up next to the speaker of the SMH10 Bluetooth. What would that do? So I played a little dab of music and recorded it with the microphone up there. And I think it's going to work that way. Now, I'm wondering if it didn't also reduce some of the wind noise. That's the reason why I think it might, is because it actually puts the microphone up almost into my ear. And it's got that little cat ear fuzzy thing around it, so it's not uncomfortable at all. But it may reduce some of the wind noise. Days like today right now, of course I don't have my gloves on, don't have my windbreaker on. I threw on this little old jacket, still got my jeans and t-shirt and tennis shoes on like an idiot, but after working on this thing all day, I was just itching to jump out and go for a ride. And it's about 43 degrees and I'm cold. But that's okay because I'm not riding far. Walk around. Took all the junk off the back. I'm going to order a fender bib, one of those black leather fender bibs to cover some of that mess, and I think that'll look better. I'm still going to have my seat recovered. Got the Vstar 950 bags on it now that match the contour. I think that flows really well. I always like the solo bagger look. fenders like that. I think that's a beautiful look to all that.